Gajisan. I'm heading up to Gajisan this morning. I'm not entirely sure which path to take. The directions online indicate that it might be a good idea to take the path to the left, to the west, so as to avoid the main entrance and having to pay the fee for entering it, the park, the temple rather. But since it's off season and there's nobody here, literally I'm by myself other than some people going to work, I think it's safe to say that it doesn't really matter which way I go. So let's head over through the main gate and see where we go. It's a pretty chilly morning and I brought some gloves with me because last time I was out hiking my hands were freezing. I just spotted a sign saying this is the way to Gajisan, so I guess we're on the right track. I assume there is a bunch of different ways of going, but I guess for our first hike the main road may be okay. With 1241 meters, Gajisan is the tallest peak in the Yongnam Alps district here in this area, in the Ulsan Uljugun area. And so far, with the exception of two ladies I ran into that are exercising and hiking back and forth up the trail, there's nobody here. Tourist visitor center closed. The temple itself is very quiet. There's like nobody out here. I seriously feel like I need to ask for directions because I'm completely lost. It looks like I'm entering private property and I may be going completely the wrong way. No idea. I hope I don't have to end up backtracking. I'm in monks' country. I think these are monks' residences. And from what I understand, Sangmunsa is one of the few temples that are run by female monks. But I seem to have found a path, so we'll follow that. Okay, that was the wrong way. I've ended up coming up against the gate, blocked off. So I'm going back and I see a couple of monks just down below. I'm sure they'll know the way. 안녕하세요. 죄송합니다. 저 가지산 어떻게 가요?
가지산이요?
네.
가지산은 어떻게 가야 돼요? 가지산 없어. 가지산.
가지산 맞아요.
가지산 더 위로 올라가야죠.
여기요?
예. 일로 오면 안 돼요. 잘못 왔어요. 위로 가시래요. 위로.
근데 여기 문
그러니까 여기로 오면 안 되고 사람들 저 밑에서 이렇게 올라와요. 잘못 올라와요.
저기요?
여기는 길이 없나 봐요.
네, 맞아요.
가셔가지고 올라가셔야 돼요.
여기로 길이 없어요. 맞습니다.
네, 맞아요. So yeah, there is no gate here. I mean, no way. There is a gate. So.
여기 내려가서
네.
오른쪽, 왼쪽.
왼쪽이요?
예, 왼쪽 길. 다리 보이면 왼쪽.
저기 다른 길 있어요.
브릿지 노.
옆에?
예,
아, 알겠어요.
브릿지 보이면.
네.
예.
고맙습니다.
예.
Okay, so there's a bridge there. I completely missed. The sign says to go this way, but it takes you up to this monk's hermitage here. So right of the bridge, if you're going through the temple. If you are completely clueless like I am. So the other way is to actually bypass the temple entirely, go to the left side and head up through the car park. Here's the bridge. So this should technically take us past two peaks. There's another one on the way that's 1100 meters and a little bit. And then once we get past that, it should be a hiking path over to Gajisan. So if I can make it, we'll be hitting 2 peaks today. 여기요. 네. 감사합니다. Bloody hell. So we got this one, I think. So from what I understand on the map, there's gonna be Gajisan. Salbawi, maybe another one before then. In any case, there may be another peak somewhere. Okay, we found the path. Let's head up to Gajisan. It's 8 o'clock, 7:50. I spent an hour, almost 40 minutes, wandering about this temple here, trying to find this path. Covered about 300 meters in less than 10 minutes. Pretty good. Emergency boxes can be found along all trails here in Korea. No idea what's inside, I never actually looked inside. But there's a padlock and I guess you need to break that if you need emergency. 6K, ready? Alright. Nice staircase and no people. Like no people, there's nobody here. I wonder what it's like on a regular hiking day in peak season in the absence of Corona. All roads lead up essentially, but there's so many little paths, it's easy to get lost to the peak of Mount Gaji. I just passed a fork in the road. One was leading along the left side of the hill, and the other one was a steeper incline to the right, and I chose to go to the left. Ended up going the wrong way, kind of had to backtrack a little bit. I've just reached the road, 4.5 kilometers left to Gajisan. I assume that it is possible to drive your car up to, I don't know, a certain point on the mountain, because the road looks quite, well, drivable, I guess, if you have the proper tires. Songwonsa is right here. This is the temple. The advisable route is to go this way and up to Gajisan. I seem to be taking this route here, so I'll be passing Jiryongsa, or maybe I have passed, but Sangunsa. That's where I'll be passing, and then heading over to Gajisan. I've reached the peak of Sangunsan. 2012, 10, 21, that's when the placard was placed. It's 1114 meters. This peak is very inconspicuously hidden on the way to Gajisan. If I hadn't stepped off the path, I would have completely missed it. It's just a rabbit's hop away from where I was recording the previous little shot of the 360 video. The Unmunsan ecosystem and landscape conservation areas. Somewhere in this vicinity there's one of the oldest, or the oldest temple in South Korea. Looks like that over there, maybe Gajisan. Last few meters, I'm dying. Here we are.
제가 가운데 들어야 돼. 아이고, 내가 찍어.
There's a little shack here. It's outside, but it's super windy out here. It's really nippy. Let's see if I can sit inside and get some chow. 안녕하세요. 한 번요. 괜찮아요? This shack is kind of nicely nestled right behind the mountain, and it's not overly hot or warm in here, but I guess it shelters you away from the wind, and you can order your regular stuff. So I went ahead and ordered ramen, because that's what you gotta eat when you get to the top of the mountain in Korea. In addition to the ramen, I've got a bunch of other food. I've got like 3 eggs, an apple, a couple of sandwiches. I've got a lot of food. It's mainly because I haven't had breakfast. It's 11:21 right now, which means it took me about 9, 10, 11, 3 hours, and it took me about 3 hours and 20 minutes to get here. I took quite a few breaks on the way. So funny thing happened. I went into the shack to have some ramen, and of course, right after I ordered, I realized I didn't bring any cash, and it's kind of hard to pay with credit cards here. But luckily, Kakao Pay saves the day. Time to head back. 선문사요. 성문사. 여기 아니면 저기요. 그래 맞아요. 성남사. Could have ended up in Miryang instead. 여기는 어디 가요?
성남사 두 군데. 후.
그래. 예. 나는 저기
저쪽으로.
저쪽이 왔어요.
아 왔어.
예.
저는
그래,
이쪽으로.
여기요. 예.
그 온도로 내려가서 이래는 또.
이거 어디요?
여기는 저자 미랑.
미량요?
저기 저 와서
어려워요.
그 대나무.
네네네.
저리 소개하고
여기요. 오케이.
사람들 저 올라.
네네. Alright. 고맙습니다. Catch you at the bottom. Well, I'm back at the car park, and I must say that Gajisan absolutely kicked my hiney left and right. I'm depleted. Going down the mountain took me probably as long or just a little bit shorter than going up, simply because my legs were wobbling. It's a very long hike. Probably the longest one that I've done so far. Although Gajisan was quite long, but I don't think Gajisan had an effect on me the way this mountain did. It's pretty steep. The hikes both up and down are very steep, and I'm exhausted. I got to see this little critter on my way here, so that was kind of cool. Just stopped by along the bridge while I was walking and caught sight of it. So I have no idea what it is, a ferret. Anyway, that's it. I made it to Gajisan. Woohoo! If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button on below the video. Subscribe to the channel. Check out my other videos. I'll post them over here, or maybe over here. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. I'm gonna go home and crash. Still gotta drive. Man, oh man. Yeah.